Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of the Basics podcast. I'm here with my boy Nick
As always.
and Bird.
What up?
Yeah, as you can see here today, we're gonna do some free agency projections. We're gonna split this into two episodes. One now, and then one will be released in the following days. I don't know when. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
I just want to preface this. So I made both of the slideshows, and obviously there's no real ranking. Like we didn't rank the free agents. We have them pretty generally split up. So it's a lot of big names in the first one, a lot of big names in the second one. Again, not in any particular order.
Yeah. Also, this is
Yes.
being recorded on November 18th at 7:17 p.m. So if anybody signs between now and when these two, we're recording both tonight. So if anything gets uploaded between now or anything happens between now and when these are uploaded, not our fault because we didn't know. So we're not like cheating or anything. These are actual predictions. So yeah.
So just a heads up for you two. We got a live text from Nana Peters. She says, "Makes me mad. All Montreal Canadiens games are televised." Just a heads up what Nana Peters is thinking on a daily basis.
That's cool.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but all right.
He's
Canadiens
mad
is a
because
hockey
the
team.
French people are playing hockey.
Stupid French people.
On TV.
Okay, but we don't care about hockey. We care about baseball
Yeah, this
here.
isn't a hockey
I just
podcast.
thought you guys
This
were
is
interested.
baseball.
We don't
But
care if you're the stereotypical Canadian here. Token
no,
Canadian.
you want to read.
So yeah, do you want
Okay.
to just get right into this?
Yes, let us go.
All right.
Sure.
So free agent one, Jan Gomes. You guys
Possibly the biggest.
explained your reasoning for picking them or
All
picking these
right.
teams.
Nick, you can go first. I think Bobby, you can go second, and I'll go third.
So the Yankees have had some catching drama. I think that Jan Gomes would be a good signing for them because Gary, big offense guy. He'll probably do some DHing. If Gomes is catching, he's probably going to be a better guy that Cole wants to pitch to opposed to, Gary. And I know he has this thing with Higashioka, but Young Gomes is a seasoned guy. He's smart, experienced pitching staff. And then you never know. If he retires mid-season, I'm sure he'll go straight into like a front office or coaching job.
Bob, you can go for it. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Go
Sorry,
for it.
but yeah, no, I can see the Yankees thing, but even with Hickey, I don't know. But yeah, I picked Giants. I'm realizing this is not a very smart pick, but I didn't know who else to pick because Posey retiring. They got Bart, but like I don't see Bart being an everyday catcher always. And I just feel like Yan Gomes, the Giants are looking to spend some money this offseason because, they did make it to the playoffs, but I feel like they didn't have the ending that they wanted to, and I feel like they
Mhm.
can really be a World Series contender if the people who performed this season can perform again. I get that it's like a one in a million season this with what it was with who produced and who, didn't. Well, no one really, everyone showed up really, but people who produced it came from unlikely places, I'd say. But yeah, so that's
Y-
my reasoning. Bird, go ahead.
Yeah,
I picked the Marlins. Honestly, the Giants I could see. That makes a lot of sense. But I picked the Marlins. They've always had catching problems, and they've never, like in the past 2 years, their starter's been Jorge Alfaro. That is not very amazing. And I think Jan Gomes will be a solid veteran for a young team. They are going to be the Marlins are going to be a very good baseball team in a few years, and I think Jan Gomes is going to be a solid leader.
than Chad Wallach. Just
And
gonna put that out.
and Jan Gomes, I feel like he'd be a good battery mate for a lot of those young pitchers. So I think the Marlins are. I think that is one of my most certain predictions for the free agency class this year.
Yeah, I can see that.
Before we move on, I just kind of want to address the Marlins because I think they are a big suitor for Gomes, but I sort of base this off of I feel like they're going to trade for Alejandro Kirk. If I'm being honest, I don't want him to go. I love Kirk, but I see the Marlins doing it. I think
I
Kirk's a
saw
little
that.
bit better of a fit as he is younger and more offensive, which Miami needs.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
think all three teams are probably the market for young guns and the best suitors.
Yeah, and this
But
isn't
I
going to be
think
like a big move that people are following a lot. I think this will go under the radar a little bit, kind of like him in the trade
this is
deadline.
definitely a lock, though. One of the three of us, I think, will be right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think, because I don't think the A's are bringing him back, and I don't
no.
see where else he could go unless he like retires for some reason, which I also
Right.
don't see happening. But yeah, let's you guys ready to move on? No more comments
Yes,
about
sir.
Jan. Yimi Garcia. Nick, you want to explain your pick for the Royals?
Yeah, I feel like the Royals are sort of a good spot for pitchers to go. Um, I don't know, especially like they seem to always have a decent bullpen somehow, even whether they're good or bad.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a bit of a fit. I could see City sort of like gives me a bit of Joaquin Soria vibes from his.
Yeah.
Just sort of made sense to me. The Royals kind of spent
Yeah, I get that.
decently
Royals looking
last
to
off season. I don't think they would just kind of roll over and do anything this off season.
yeah, because they had a solid start to the season, and they fell off a cliff. And their
Yeah,
bullpen is definitely a spot that they need to address. And I think, yeah, Yimi, I could see that. But I could also, you know what else I could see? I could see Atlanta for some reason. I feel like, yeah, they came off a World Series. I think they're looking to repeat. And, like, yeah, their bullpen stepped up in the playoffs. But I feel like, it could use a bit of improvement. Like Matzik, Martin, and Will
you
Smith.
mean Tyler Nutsack?
What?
You mean Tyler Nutsack, I believe.
Yeah, sorry, Nutsack, Will Smith,
That's better.
and
Thank you.
Martin. Like I feel like that's a really good back end, but I feel like Yimi could be a more like middle kind of guy. Like Yimi Garcia is not gonna be a guy that you're gonna send out in the eighth or ninth inning every other day. I see him being a more like kind of like a sixth inning guy almost, fifth inning guy, like middle of the line, like not a long reliever, but just kind of like you know there to eat a couple innings and then get on to your closers. I don't
Honestly,
know.
I picked the Padres because I don't think anyone really cares about Yimi Garcia, and I think the Padres need bullpen. So it's just I'm like, who needs bullpen? Oh yeah, the Padres need bullpen. All right, Yimi Garcia is on the Padres. So honestly, I didn't put too much thought in Yimi Garcia.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
if you
put.
put a lot of thought in Yimi Garcia, I am sorry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this
no,
is a
that's what I meant sort of a little bit with the Royals. It just kind of makes sense. I could see it, so
yeah,
I went with that.
just a bit of small under the radar move. But yeah, no, I didn't pick Yimi for Padres because I got someone else going there at some point. So we'll leave that
I
for later.
believe I do as well, funny enough.
So yeah, we done with Yimi. I don't think we have
Yeah,
much to say about him because it's
let's move
Yimi
Yeah,
on.
Garcia.
not much to say.
Kutch. I don't know what the hell to think about Kutch, but you guys seem to maybe.
Go for it, Nick.
I'm always first, am I? Okay, so we talked a little bit about Corey Dickerson last week, but I had a bit of a change of heart when it comes to the outfielder the Cubs should sign. When you think about, you know, sort of leaning towards Wisdom and Schwindel next year, in the outfield more specifically, Ian have Jason Hayward, both lefties, with,
And not.
or sorry, Ian Happ's a switch hitter, but let's be honest, he's better from the left side of the plate.
Uh huh.
Sort of, the Cubs are a little, probably hit righties a little better. Uh, Kutch still crushes lefties in his old age, and I just sort of I could see him fitting in nicely in Wrigley. Obviously, NL Central guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see Kutch going there. I this probably won't happen, but I just said Phillies because I didn't know what the hell where the hell to put Kutch. I just thought he's been solid with the Phil. He's been all right, maybe not solid, but all right with the Phillies is kind of a
Injured with the Phillies would
injured.
probably be a better statement.
Yeah, but when he's not injured, I'm thinking more optimistic because I don't think he's gonna be injured forever. But he is getting up there in age a bit. But Anyway, I digress. But I don't know. I guess I could see him staying there, kind of, not really. I'm not very confident in this pick. This is just kind of a one of those like I don't know. I'm throwing a team out there.
Honestly, if Kutch signed with the Cubs, I would like it. I think Kutch should be a solid fit for the Cubs. But yeah, I would be in favor of that if that actually happened. But I picked the Pirates just because I mean, Pirates are starting to have some young guys coming up, and they need a veteran. They also need a corner outfielder, and let's not forget Andrew McCutchen used to be MVP for the Pirates. So I feel like it's a perfect match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was thinking
definitely think
Pirates as well, but I don't know. I could see that happening. I could see both of I could see him going somewhere to the NL
I think
Central.
one of us will be right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't see him re-signing with the Phillies for one big
agree on
reason,
that.
and I said before we started, I'm wearing the Phillies hat today because I think they're going to be sneaky spenders, and there's going to be some guys down the line that it's gonna it'll make sense in the long.
yeah, no, yeah. I I don't really see him signing with the Phillies, but I don't really know where he would go. So yeah. Anyway,
Moving
Kevin
up
Pillar.
to another outfielder. That's right.
Ew.
Uh, you guys are on the same page, so I'll let you go down that path first.
All right. I guess I'll go first. I see Pilar going to the Indians. Sorry, the Guardians now. It got
Yeah,
approved.
there you go.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
I'm sorry for using the old logo. It's gonna
Can't,
screw you guys up,
I
but
don't,
there is no PNG image of the Guardians logo yet.
yeah,
That's a shame.
I don't think this is gonna piss anybody off. I don't think anyone's gonna get. Sorry, should we put a trigger warning in for the old Cleveland, the C? Is the C gonna offend someone? I don't know.
There's snowflakes out there. We should be
Established
careful.
Bobby as a Republican. Let's get back to
All right,
Anyway,
let's go.
so yeah, Pilar I could see going to the Guardians as they got rid of a couple outfielders, to say the least. They don't really have anybody at all. What? They got rid of Rosario. They got rid of
They still
Luplow.
have the Franimal
Right,
though.
they have Framel, but Framel's not gonna is gonna be a
Bramill's a
corner.
DH.
Right, he's gonna occasionally maybe play right field every now and then.
Josh Naylor,
And
ever heard of him? Big
yeah, no,
Markham guy.
I know they have Josh Naylor, and I know
I
they
know.
have yeah, I know who they have, but they don't
I'm
have
just
that.
giving them a good time.
I know they don't have that rock center fielder that can play defense. I feel like and
Agree.
can be sometimes mediocre with the bat, I'd say. But yeah, Bird, explain your.
I picked Guardians because I just feel like it works. That's my explanation. Nick, go.
So, uh, first of all, I just want to say we love Kevin Pillar in this household. Um, sorry,
We love Kevin Pillar
I,
in this household.
we do. I went with the Cincinnati Reds because I think that they're going to need to add some outfielders. Castellanos is gone. Kevin Pillar is a great defensive center fielder. Obviously, it's a hitter's ballpark, so that may benefit his bat a little bit. But most importantly, I think Cincinnati is going to be looking for some guys to add on 1 year deals. And if they sort of get hot, they can flip them at the deadline. And I think Kevin Pillar is sort of a prime candidate for that. We saw the Red Sox do that, obviously, trading for him and then flipping him to the Rockies. But yeah, no, I think that he's a prime candidate for a 1 year deal. Hopefully, he gets hot and gets moved at the deadline.
All right, next one.
Yeah, Kevin Pillar is
Let's
another
get
one
her
that's not
going.
very
Let's get her
significant.
going.
Archie Bradley, another guy we could probably stay brief with.
Yeah, a little lottery ticket here. I think the Rays were just a nice arm to add to that arm down there.
Yeah, just like Tampa will probably, if Tampa does sign him, they'll probably turn him into like the next freaking Mariano Rivera. Uh, but anyway, I picked Milwaukee because I've just and I an extra, same reasoning for I get they have a good bullpen, but same reason why I put uh Yimi to the Braves. I think he could be another middle of the road guy. Like, yeah, the Brewers have solid back end bullpen, but I feel like they could use an extra reliever. So yeah, Bird.
I picked the Rangers because he looks like someone from. I think he was born in Oklahoma. I
He does kind
literally
of look
looked
like
up.
a Texas guy.
He literally looks like a Texas guy. So I'm like, that dude looks like a guy who would live in the South. So he's like best friends with Andrew Chafin, I think. So I'm like, okay, where Andrew Chafin is a big Southern guy.
I
So
feel
yeah,
like
Texas.
Chafin, Bradley, and Robbie Ray all get along very well.
I mean,
They
who
have
wouldn't be
to.
best
The
friends with
Southern boys,
Chafin?
the
All
Southern
D-backs
boys,
boys.
the
Yeah,
D-backs.
all D-backs
Yeah,
boys.
I just love there was a picture of Robbie Ray from the Cy Young Award tonight, standing with his family. He's got a flannel on and a cowboy hat. He's from Tennessee. I love everything.
That's great.
I mean, who
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Anyways,
best friends with Chafin? Like, literally.
moving on from one best friend to the next.
Chafin.
All right, can I take this one?
Yeah, Bird, you could take it.
Go for
Resident
it.
Cubs
All
fan
right.
and resident Chafin lover.
All right. For those of you who are new to the server, I am the biggest Andrew Chafin stan you will ever meet. And, well, obviously I'm a Cubs fan, so of course I love Andrew Chafin. And he broke out last year, had the year of his life that no one expected to happen. Just Andrew Chafin, just D-backs. He's been to the D-backs his whole career and came to the Cubs, and now he's this stud. And
We are big mustache guys here.
Cubs fans fell in love with this dude, and he became the face of their bullpen if it wasn't for Craig Kimbrell. But I mean, look at him. Just look at the picture that we have here: cowboy stash, the afro. How can you not love Andrew Chafin? But but let's not forget also the Cubs need a lefty, and they need a closer. Chafin can be the closer. There's your guy.
Yeah, and he's loved in Chicago. And he loves Chicago.
And he loves Chicago. His everything on social media is still Cub stuff.
So in putting the slideshow together, it took me a while to find this photo. I wanted one that was with the Cubs, and obviously these slides sort of fit a certain profile, and it was very hard to find one that was taller than length. But I figured I had to get a Cubs one, or we weren't doing it right.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, Cubs Chafin is best Chafin.
Cubs, if the Cubs get Chafin back, I don't. Cardinals fans, White Sox fans, Brewers fans, everyone's gonna rejoice because Andrew Chafin is a Cub. He is a Cub. That when you think of Andrew Chafin, you don't think of A's Andrew Chafin. You think of Cubs Andrew Chafin.
Yeah, you don't even think of
So-
Diamondbacks Andrew Chafin. Like
No, you think of Cubs Andrew Chafin.
Right. There is
But-
no Andrew Chafin other than Cubs Andrew Chafin.
All right, let's go to the next one before I get caught up in talking about too much Andrew Chafin.
Yeah, so we got another lefty, and I have another little reunion. I got Steven Matz going back to the Mets because big reason the Mets are losing starting pitchers right now. We saw Syndergaard walk. It doesn't look like Strom is going to return. I think that Steven Matz, he's obviously from Long Island, big Mets guy. I think they get their guy back, and I think they get the new Steven Matz opposed to the 2020.
All right.
Booby.
I could see him going to LA. As we know, Syndergaard went there. I see them keeping up with the pitchers and trying to fill out a rotation behind Ohtani. For when the days Ohtani's not pitching, who are they going to send out? Dylan Bundy? Who else?
I have a bit of confidence in Bundy to sort of come back in 2022. Be more like how he was in 2020, but sorry to interrupt. I just
no.
got to get out my.
They can't send out Heaney anymore because Heaney's gone and suffering and making us Yankee fans suffer. But
Griffin Cannon, that's who they'll send it.
Yeah. Griffin Canning is a solid 2 starter. But yeah, no, I see Steven Matz slotting in as like a 3 behind Ohtani and Matz, or even in Syndergaard. But yeah, I don't know. I just see the Angels going big on pitching finally.
Sorry if you can hear my dog barking.
It's all right. Giants. Another old man. How old is Steven Matz? Is he old? Is he considered the old here?
30, I think he's like 30.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have my phone on me.
29.
Whatever. He's old. He's old for this episode. He's a grandpa. The Giants. They need starters. They lost Gosman. They lost DeSclafani. and they're losing Wood. So there's your Wood replacement, lefty in the rotation. I feel like it's a perfect match in my eyes.
Yeah, lefty ground
Yeah,
ball artist.
I actually feel like you know, the Jays are a team that sort of makes some starting pitchers. Obviously, Pete Walker's a great pitching coach. The Giants are sort of similar. Maybe the Jays kind of gave Matz his first step, and the Giants are going to give him his second one. You never know.
Yeah, I just whatever team he goes to, I don't think he's there for that long because I think
Yeah, no, I think he signs a short-term deal. I think he's the kind of guy that's going to bet on himself.
yeah, because I don't think many people are taking a gamble on Steven Matz and signing him for a multi-year deal.
Yeah, no, the Jays clearly didn't think he was going to get 18 million elsewhere. They didn't even tender him a qualifying.
Yeah, but yeah, all right. Next we got Jorge Soler, big World Series MVP.
Series MVP.
Think you care to explain your Twins logic here?
Yeah, so I feel like the Twins, they have a good offense. Obviously, we know this. They sort of gave Eddie Rosario away for nothing last year, and I think there's going to be a bit of regret in the front office for that. I think Jorge Soler comes over and he's your fielder. We'll get into why I think he's going to be the left fielder later, but I think he comes in and fills that whole sort of. They've obviously got a fine outfield with Kepler. Snyder was getting out bats out there last year. Byron Buxton injured sometimes, maybe traded. I don't know. I don't know. I could see Jorge Soler maybe being another one of those guys. It's a 1 year deal, and you trade him at the deadline.
Yeah,
He's,
I get your reasoning for that.
you're doing well, and he's gonna give you some money.
Hey, he's not known for his defense, but he will hit you a solid amount of home runs. Bat like 250,
I would love
maybe.
to see him in Target Field.
But yeah, I see him staying with Atlanta for a couple reasons. A, I don't think the Braves let this guy go. This guy popped off for them throughout, even during the regular season after the deadline, after they acquired him. Really good trade for Atlanta, and I don't see him going anywhere. Also because the fact, hopefully the universal DH comes to the national, like hopefully DH comes to the National League. So which will
I would be
definitely,
surprised if it didn't.
which really would help the Braves and Soler because they could keep Soler, they can keep Jock, wink wink, a little foreshadowing here. Uh, this could be big because then they get to keep their outfield as it currently is, with Rosario, Acuna coming back, and I guess Jock could slot in there. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I see this happening.
I picked the Rays because I felt like it. Yeah, Jorge Soler just seems like a Rays
Cool.
player. So.
Next.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Alex Cobb.
Am I a
Nick,
boost?
go you fricker.
Yeah.
Okay. I want him. I want him. We're not. I don't think we're re-signing Robbie Ray. But I think that you can sort of recreate Robbie Ray. It's your money ball here. Um, but if you get a guy like Cobb and Wood or something like that, I think that can sort of bring the rotation together, fill out. Obviously, we got Barrios to that long-term deal, but you got Barrios, Manoa, um, like Ryu, Cobb, and Wood, and then Pearson's in your bullpen. I think that's a pretty decent rotation, and I would be willing to take a guy like Alex Cobb and bet on him having like a mid-3 year.
Yeah, I could see that happening definitely. Um, I'm gonna assume.
Also, nice flow on him. Not in that picture, but with the Angels here, great flow. We could
Yeah,
use some more of that in Canada.
yeah, I could see him going with the Cardinals, and I'm gonna assume basically just gonna speak for Bird as well. I'm gonna assume he's gonna have the same reasoning. I feel like the Cardinals need something. A starter that isn't 45 years old. Jesus Christ. Like
Alex Cobb is still pretty old,
he's
dude.
he's not young, I know, but he's not John Lester or J Happ. Okay, I
Or
know he's
Adam
not young.
Wainwright.
Or
Alex
Adam.
Cobb is 34.
Okay, but he's still not John Lester.
Correct.
He had an okay season, like in the past few years. he's had an okay season. John Lester, on the
Last
other
year.
hand, like I see and the Cardinals seem to have a hard on for slightly like older pitchers. For some reason they don't like signing anybody who
Because they all need to mentor Jack Flaherty. Every single
every
one of
pit
them.
they need the entire pitching staff to mentor their ace.
In
Yeah.
fact, we're going to give Jack Flaherty 7 coaches. 5 other guys in the rotation, so he can have 5 days rest and not get injured. And 2 pitching coaches. Why? Because we fucking feel like it.
Fire the hitting coach. We don't need that. Adam Wainwright will be the hitting coach.
Can I explain my reasoning why I
Especially in
picked the
defense.
Cardinals?
Yeah.
I picked the Cardinals because they piss me off, and they make this move, and Alex Cobb would turn into like Jacob DeGrom. So yeah,
Wouldn't
I
you
picked
not
them because
want
they make me mad.
that? Wouldn't you not want
Yeah,
him
I
to become
know,
Jacob DeGrom?
but it seems like I know, but it seems like
For-
it's a move the Cardinals would do.
It's just your
Come to
Cubs
the
fan
blue
sixth
side.
sense.
I
Come to
tried
the
not to
blue
be
side.
biased. I tried so hard not to be biased with some of these picks. You had no idea how many times I wanted to
Just say
pick
they're
some
all
of these
coming
guys
to
to
the
go to the
Cubs.
Cubs. But I tried to be realistic, and I feel like Alex Cobb is a realistic pitcher to come to the Cardinals.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
couldn't
no.
really put it into words because I just feel like it's just a feeling. Like it just seems like he would fit. I
Yeah,
don't know
and they-
why.
More than a feeling.
Yeah, and it's that they piss me off. Okay, next one.
Anyway, yeah, before Bird goes on a rant about the Cardinals, Joe
Don't get me
Kelly.
started, dude.
Now, I tried to be non-biased, and I'm not joking. I did want to have him in Blue Jays rotation. But yes, like we're tried not to do that. So every pitcher's going to the Jays. So we meant with the reunion with the
Yeah.
it's another one of those things. It's not. Joe comes back to the East Coast.
Yeah, I see him going to the NL East, whether it's the Red Sox or, in my case, the Blue Jays.
This man said NL East.
Did I
So
say
one
NL?
thing I want to mention.
This man said the
Oh
NL
my
East.
God, my
Joe
bad. I
Kelly.
meant AL. I meant
Important thing. I need to get it out. Okay.
what?
When looking at pictures of Joe Kelly to put in here, I noticed he looks a lot like Joe from You. I don't know if that's
Joe?
a Joe thing or an
I
LA
heard
thing.
Joe.
Looks like Joe.
Yeah, I
Joe
think he looks
who?
like Joe from You.
And Joe
He does
From
too
who?
much
What?
on Netflix.
I have not seen that. I'm not
I
gonna
picked
lie.
the. I picked
I've
the
heard of it,
Brewers.
I think. Can I explain why I picked the Blue Jays?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you did.
No, yeah, I said
I
he's gonna go to the
interrupted him.
NL East. All right, that's my
Oh
explanation.
yeah.
And then I
Go
picked
for
an
it.
AL. Yeah, he picked. Yeah, I see him going to the AL East somewhere, but whether it be in Canada, I just see the Blue Jays need a reliever really, or even a starter if you want to put him in the rotation. He can be kind of flexible like that. And
Yes.
hard throwing righty. I don't know. I see it happening. It's my
Now,
sixth sense, and I'm always
imagine-
correct.
Now, since we're talking Blue Jays, I just want to say, imagine, Berrios gives you 7 innings, Joe Kelly comes out, and then Jordan Romano. Just like 2 of the most Chad right-handed pitchers out of the bullpen.
And then they blow the lead.
No. They completely throw 2 perfect innings against the New York Yankees and walk out of there with their giant dicks in their hands.
Yeah, nah. They'll have the dicks in their hands, all right. Just they will
Oh.
not be.
Okay, you made this
All
weird.
right, let's stop that. I picked the Brewers because they need someone who can throw hard.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
All right.
And they're the Brewers, and they piss me off.
Now we see. Got him being the Twins DH, and that's why Soler is going to be the left fielder.
Yeah, I see him going.
That would
back
be
to Minnesota.
retardedly insane. Oh my gosh, Nelson Cruz and Jorge Soler in the same lineup.
Yeah.
4 and 5.
And
think
Josh
about it this way,
Donaldson,
too.
dude. Oh my goodness.
They won't bring
say,
back Donaldson, I don't think.
A 2 through 5 of
Donaldson's under contract.
Donaldson,
Or I mean, I think
Kepler,
you know what I mean.
Cruz,
I don't think they
and
hold on to
Soler.
that contract. I think Donaldson's
Yes.
gone.
And Byron Buxton's your leadoff. So you got power in the 1 through 5 slot because it
That's
goes
nasty.
Buxton, Kepler, Donaldson, Cruz, and Soler.
Dude. And
That-
And then
wow.
Garver's down there.
And then they'll still find a way to
maybe.
maybe make the wild card and lose.
Nah, Twins won't be that good next year.
They don't have the pitching.
Yeah, true. That's why I said
All right,
maybe.
I picked the Mariners because I really didn't know what to pick here, and I feel like the Mariners need a DH, and I feel like you could bring him back to Seattle because he used to play for Seattle.
Yeah, I can see that.
And yeah, I picked
As
him.
shown in the picture on the right, wearing that beautiful baby blue jersey.
Yeah, and I can just see the Mariners being the Mariners. I mean, they're saying they're going to be big spenders, but I think they hold up. I think they keep their word, but I don't know.
Okay, next
Okay,
go.
so we're taking a little bit longer than we should. So should we do a power
Yeah.
round for the next like three?
Yeah.
Yeah, next three, just go fast.
Cleveland Guardians, because I say so. Seems like a nice fit. Guardians need outfield. Avisel Garcia had a good year.
I don't think they let. I don't think the Brewers let him go, but realizing they probably will. But I don't think they should.
I think the Mets actually are a solid fit. Conforto is probably not going to come back, and I just feel like the Mets would make this kind of move.
All right.
And then he'd go on to hit 190 for the rest of his career. One
That'd be
thing shocked
awesome.
me.
I don't give a fuck about DeSclafani.
Yeah, I don't think
Not-
anyone
I
gives.
don't really either.
Yeah.
With the Red Sox
I
picking
think White
because
Sox, because
it's
pitcher,
so Red
they
Sox
need
move.
rotation. So
I picked the Rays because he has a long last name, and I feel like the Rays turn anyone with a long last name into a stud. So Rays.
Detroit, whatever you say. Yeah.
You see, I didn't think too hard, but I thought really hard.
yeah. All right.
Okay, go.
Jock.
I think he's the Braves. I think the Braves bring him back over Soler. I think that he's a little more affordable. I think he'll take a pay cut to stay in Atlanta. I think Soler won't. He wants to be in Atlanta. He definitely is more.
Yeah, I think Jock stays just because I think he fits, and I don't think the Braves really want to let go of some of these guys, even if they're not like huge.
Especially considering DH is coming to the National.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they hold on to these like kind of lower name guy, not really lower name guys, but you know what I mean. Like, not these guys that they didn't really expect to be the core of the team going into to win the World Series, and I think they keep them because they ended up being the core for that playoff run. Anyway, I spoke too long. Bird.
Yeah, you did.
I want him to come back to the Cubs because he's probably, well, he definitely is one of my favorite players that is not a Cub anymore, and I feel like it would make me very very happy. I was gonna choose Atlanta, but then I remembered Jock Peterson only signed with the Cubs to start. He wanted to get everyday starts, and he wasn't getting that with LA. So I felt like what would be a team that needs an outfielder that would give you everyday starts, and the only one that came to mind was the Pirates. But I'm kind of on the fence about that because I don't know if he wants to play for the freaking Pirates.
Well, and I think
Yeah, I don't know many people who would want to play for the
it's in
Pirates.
DH
Yeah,
field.
yeah. I don't know.
I
I didn't
think he
really know.
stays in the NL East or Central. I don't think he goes
Okay,
out west.
continuing power round.
Yeah, go.
Sure, Bobby.
This would be fun.
He's got no reason to leave Boston. He's staying.
I think Seattle big spenders disguise as someone sneaky good. Not sneaky good, good. That will.
The Rockies.
I
That's
picked the
interesting.
I picked the Rockies because I feel like it would be fun,
That would be
and
fun.
and I want to watch Kyle Schwarber hit at Coors Field 81 games
I
a
want
year.
to see
That'd be funny.
the
Yeah.
Twins play the Rockies
All
with
right.
Kyle Schwarber on the Rockies and
Oh
our
God.
Twins that we
You are stupid. You are dumb. What are you doing, bro? You're like Nick on an average Saturday night,
Drunk.
Huh?
drunk.
Me?
CT3.
I think it'd be fun to see the offense tee off against their crappy pitching.
Yeah. I think Cubs because I heard it could it could be a good fit, and I agree that it could be a good fit, and I think they need that outfielder to complement.
I would love Chris Taylor. Oh my gosh!
Now
But
I'm gonna speak for me and Bird on the White Sox side.
all right,
Pull
go
at
for it.
second base plus utility guy plus the
Mhm.
White Sox tried to trade for him or something a while back, I think.
Mhm.
Or they wanted Eddie, something like that. Chris
Mhm.
Taylor. Good guy. We
Mhm.
see Taylor on the south side.
Okay, go next one.
Javi.
Mets bring him back. They want him. Javi wants to play with Lindor.
He is engaging talks with Boston, if I remember correctly, or he did, or the Red Sox
Yeah,
started
that's
engaging talks with him.
That's exactly why I picked them. Also, I think the Mets are too retarded, and
Yeah, I just don't think the Mets.
I think the Mets are the equivalent to like you have all the classrooms in a school, and there's just that one special ed classroom in the back of the school that no one knows about, and no one knows what it looks like inside. Yeah, that's the Mets. So I'm picking the Red Sox because Javi talked to them. Logic.
Fair enough. And not the rapper. Granky,
Not me first.
old guy, go to Texas and
Yeah,
play one season and then retire.
I think Greinke is what they want Kershaw to be. They're like, oh, Kershaw's coming to the Rangers. Kershaw, no, it's gonna be Zach.
I picked the Twins because they need a pitcher.
All right. Yeah, see, notice we don't care about half of these guys.
I want to talk
Rodon.
about this guy though. Cardinals. They don't have a lefty in their rotation,
That'd be funny.
so I think it's gonna be Rodon because he's a central guy. Yeah. Be cool to see him pitch in Busch Stadium.
I think since the Blue Jays probably, I don't think they bring back Ray, but I think if they bring somebody, it's gonna if they don't bring back Ray, like I think they could bring back Ray and might, but if they don't bring Ray, I think they bring Rodon. I think it's one or the other. I think they keep a lefty, one of these two lefty starting pitchers who had breakout
So,
seasons.
from a Jays perspective, because I know them inside and out, Robbie Ray is a two-pitch pitcher, which is not good for
Retard.
pitching in the same spot for many years.
Yeah.
Carlos Rodon is not a two-pitch pitcher. He throws a little more. I believe he throws a changeup, if I'm not. He's got two sliders opposed to just the one that Ray has.
He
So
also throws a baseball.
that too.
Thank you, Bird.
So there's benefits to Rodon, and based on what I'm saying here, there's no benefits to Ray. But the thing is, Ray is going to be durable. I don't know if Rodon will be.
Yeah, I just see them keeping a lefty, that a big, not big name, but you know what I mean, a lefty coming off a
A
really
name.
good season.
I picked the Blue Jays because I don't know, pitcher. Go next one.
Cool. So
We were right.
We were all right. Would you believe it?
Yay.
Chris Bryant.
Risk crying.
Again, we're in the Phillies hat. We love the Phillies. I stay on the Phillies every now and then. We love Chase Utley. We love all those guys. I think Chris
love
Bryant
the
wants to
Phillies.
play with his buddy Bryce Harper. He
Oh,
should be staying
yeah.
in Blue Jays.
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Chris
Nick
Bryant's
might be
going to be the
big
third
brain.
baseman.
I picked
My
the
favorite
Mariners.
player is Chris Bryant, Philadelphia.
Anyway,
I picked the Mariners because they are going to be big spenders, and I feel like this is going to be like the big signing for them.
Disagree.
Your mom.
I agree, but I don't think this is the big signing. I think this is just a guy they're gonna go after, similar to Schwarber. They're not similar players to Schwarber. Don't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Along with Schwarber.
Bobby's
yeah.
saying the
All
Mariners
you
are
had to
trying to
say,
reunite the
Bobby.
Cubs.
I'm saying the way that you know what I mean. Like I think it's gonna be a
No,
guy
this is
like
speed
Schwarber,
round.
not big, not huge name, not huge signing, just a guy who's a good player and is going to go to Seattle.
Okay,
Kershaw.
Bobby doesn't know what speed round is. Next one. Clayton Kershaw's a career Dodger, and it's going to stay that way.
I think he retires or goes to Texas.
I
Because
said
he's
Texas because I said the Rangers because Foolish Baseball told me to say the Rangers,
old.
and he was born in
Moving
Texas.
on.
Marcus
Semien.
Seaman.
Giants because A's don't have money, and bing bada boom. Giants Bay Area want a shortstop. Marcus Semien's their guy.
Yeah, I'm kind of on board with you guys more than I am with my A's pick, but
Retard.
okay. I
Money moving on because we're cutting you off because we don't
Okay.
like you.
I just thought reunion, but I think the Giants are more likely.
I said, oh, what the frick?
Bro, you guys okay.
I take 30 seconds. I said the Giants because Chris Bryant didn't work out, and yeah, this is their guy.
Okay.
And I say
So
that way.
Bird and I on the same page. Bobby wrong. Moving on. Max Scherzer. We all think he's going to the Dodgers. I don't think there's really
And
any doubt there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any need for them to let him go. Anyway,
Okay, go
Okay,
again.
the last one today, well, for this episode anyways, everyone thinks Carlos Correa is going to the Detroit Tigers, and I'm going to play a little bit devil's advocate. Jeff Passan said it's not likely. So, I want to believe
Gosh dang it, Jeff. I thought you were on the
Jeff
people's
Bradley.
side, dude.
Uh,
I can't hear you. All I hear is.
yeah, you cut out that.
I'll try again. Want to sign the Tigers, but I don't think he will. So that's why I put the Tigers down.
Okay, I think it goes Tigers because he's talking to AJ Hinch, and I don't know. I think, and I
So
think,
what? They're friends.
yeah, and I think a reunion. That was what I was getting at. If you let me finish instead of interrupting
Oh,
me, I thought you were
no.
supposed to be nice because you're Canadian. Anyway,
Go, freaking loser.
okay,
Yeah, you
shut up.
cut out. You're
And
wrong.
I think Fitz the Tigers want to kind of get a big name guy, and this is their guy, and Correa already has a good relationship with Hinch. Bird,
I
don't know.
picked the Tigers because I don't know, because it makes sense.
It does just make sense. See you next
Okay,
week.
bye, nerds, freaking losers.